my name is Angeline. This is my 2005 Acura Tsx. I got this car when I was 19. This is the second car I've ever owned, and the first car being an LS Integra. I've always loved Hondas. My family's like Honda lovers. We grew up around them. So I was looking for something more on the luxury scale because I wanted leather seats to be easily cleanable. And the TSX was the perfect size, perfect everything that I wanted. And as lame as it sounds, it was one of my dream cars. I also wanted to make sure that I found something with a good amount of aftermarket support, as I wanted to do my own modifications to it and give my own flavor. So I first got this car when I was 19, and I was in the market on Craigslist trying to look for something that was a TSX. My requirements were only black or white and as stock as possible. And then everything that was on the market was just too heavily modded for me, and I was looking for something more like simplified because I wasn't sure how much I wanted to go forward with the aftermarket parts. I was working at the nail salon at the time, and then I had seen this car parked outside my work a lot. And one day I took a look at it, I looked through the window, and it was a 6-speed manual, which was what I was looking for, and it had an A-spec kit, which was another thing that was a requirement of mine. And then I decided to leave a note, and just by luck, this guy actually got back to me and said he was looking to sell his car. So I chose manual car. I've actually only ever driven a manual car other than my family's car. But growing up, my family actually never let me drive the family car, and I wanted to learn manual. It was kind of a long story, but to make it short, I had to get my license on my own and get my grandfather to sign for my license. And then I told my parents I wanted to learn manual, and they said, oh, you need to get at least your N. And I'm like, okay, got my N. And then they kept pushing it and saying like, no, you're not experienced enough. And I'm like, but how am I supposed to get experience if you don't let me drive the car? So then I decided to borrow my friend's Honda Civic, and this was a communal car at the time between like me and 5 friends. We all shared one red Honda Civic, and they taught me, we all learned how to drive on one car, and we shared that car for like a year. Okay, so the modifications that I have, the first thing that I did on my birthday of owning this car, the first year owning this car, my birthday, I went to Garage 5 in Richmond, and I wanted to get tea and coilovers. Well, originally I was like, whatever's cheapest, but the cheapest wasn't even that great. And I was like, I got a really, really good deal on my tea and coilovers. They were only like $600 and then $700 after taxes, I believe. And I just said, say less, take my money. So that was the first mod. Second one, not really a mod, but it was a shift knob. And then after that, it was unmodified. Well, no, I got a rear lip spoiler, but I changed my trunk, so it's not on anymore. But it was unmodified for at least like 2 to 3 years. And then with the assistance of my partner, he was able to help me source some of my parts, one being a weapon R intake. And then I have a Japanese, I guess kind of like a literal JDM exhaust that was by chance off of somebody else's car that they were just giving away, like a friend's car. And we couldn't find any videos on it. We couldn't find no details on it. We didn't know what it sounded like, but it was $200, so we decided to just get it. Starting from the front of my car, the mod list starts with a Euro R grille and Euro R headlights. Another mod I have is, these probably look familiar, they are Tesla Model 3 wheels. My friend who got himself a different set of aftermarket wheels, I asked him if I could have these ones, and he said yeah. So, and they're nice. So in order to have my Tesla wheels with the wheel spec fit, I had to roll my fenders slightly. And I also forgot to mention that I have Tian Street Bases Z coilovers. I have a strong appreciation for how a car's aura looks. I like the energy that some cars give off and how tasteful somebody can make their car. And my goal with my car is to make it look like it's not owned by a female. I want to make it look like it's a very masculine energy car. I like to tastefully modify. Like, I don't like something that's too ricey, too loud, too aggressive, and too many like things on it. I just like it to be kind of like an OEM plus look. You know, you look at it and you're just like, whoa, that's nice. Like, not like, whoa, that's crazy. Like, I just like a subtle, tasteful look for my. Thank you so much for listening. I hope to check in with you guys again when I have a little more things to add to the car. I also want to mention that I am importing a K-truck as well, and I will be seeing you guys again for that. Bye.